He completely missed that one, Maulana. Service fault called. First one of the day. It's too high.
1-0.
They've played 26 tournaments coming into this one, Carnando and Maulana, dating back to August of 2024.
2-1. Change.
That falls short.
Service over. 2-0.
Well, two poor serves, one for each side. There goes long. This is the end where, certainly yesterday, seemed to be a little bit more drift on this end.
Service over. 3-0. Service over.
Very, very quick points happening at the moment.
Service forward. Too high.
Another one that's too high. That's a second in a row.
Service over.
A little bit of a stare there from Joaquin, and he also mentioned that's now two. Those are two wasted points, really, got to say. Round the back there from Maulana. Yeah, they've just skyrocketed, haven't they, into the top 20, the youngsters.
Bagas Maulana
So the sixth final in 7 tournaments. The only time they failed to do that was at the Malaysia Open, which is the Super 1000. Of course, that's tough. We have an early challenge.
Flexion out. 6-4.
Successful challenge.
Play.
Joaquin is the louder, more aggressive of the two. Certainly can make his presence felt at times.
Service over. 7-5.
Yeah, when he won this tournament in 2023, Rolly Carnando was with Daniel Martin. They beat Xu Qingheng and Yong Wei. Relatively comfortable win over 2 games. They haven't really fired
8-5.
as much as perhaps they'd like. Maulana and Carnando. They did get to the All England final last year, losing to Kim Wong Ho and Seo Soon Jae in two pretty tight games, 19-21 in both. They now move 4 clear. This is better from Karnando Maulana. They haven't gone this deep in a tournament. Since the China Masters, well, China Masters got to the quarterfinals. The last semi-final was the Asia Championships. If you're looking at a tournament on the HSBC BWF World Tour, it's the All England where they went to the final, remember? That's almost a year ago.
Service over.
Since then, only twice have they got to the latter stages of a tournament. Asia Championship semi-finals and the China Masters quarterfinals. So this is an improvement, but it is a 300, so it's going to be tougher going forward.
11-6 interval.
But it's a step in the right direction, as is this first game for them. They lead by 5 at the interval.
Twenty seconds. 20 seconds. Leo to south. Leo. 11-6. Play.
Just about got there, Indra, but it's an easy finish for Maulana. They're pressing home their advantage here now, up by 6. Yeah, they really going through those results for, as I said, they desperately needed something to go their way. "12 tournaments out of 15 or 14 did they get eliminated early on. Last week at the Indonesia Masters they were out in the second round as well. So this will be just the jolt that they needed. They've only played one other 300 in that period. That was the Swiss Open, where they were out in the second round. That's why they've fallen in the rankings. 3 quick points right off the interval, and then now lead by 8. And sometimes you just need to get that win under your belt, no matter what tournament it is, to get back to that sort of winning feeling.
Service over. 7-14.
The run comes to an end. There's been a fair bit of damage done there. A 5-point run, I should say. They've won 7 of the last 8 points as well.
Service over. 15-7.
Oh, great work from Bagas Maulana at the net there. That's going to be well out though. Not so great from him.
Service over. 8, 15.
It's a big lead that Carnando and Maulana have here. Giving themselves every opportunity to win this first game pretty comfortably. Indra and Joaquin are struggling to put on any kind of run. Only once so far they had one consecutive point. That was very early on. Disappointing on the serve. I think that's the second time that's happened to Carnando.
16.
Fallen short. Left themselves a bit exposed there. And Maulana can pack quite a punch.
17-9.
They've looked strangely sort of passive, Indra and Joaquin.
Service over. 10.
They hit double
17.
figures, but behind by 7. I think Maulana has been absolutely superb so far in this match.
18-10.
Oof, not great return there of serve, was it, from Joaquin?
19-10.
That's the first consecutive points that Maulana and Carnando scored in a while. They lasted it at point 13 and 14. And they should be well on their way here, you feel? With 10 game points.
Game point.
Very, very quick first game is about to come to its conclusion. Quick serve there and a quick finish. Wow, that
first game won by Rolly Carnando
super
and
fast.
Bagas Maulana. 21-10.
In about 13 minutes it's completed. Maulana and Carnando have won it very comfortably. 21-10, and from 6-5 onwards.
Service over. 1-love.
So really good start to that first game for Carnando and Maulana. It did appear in the last doubles match, women's doubles, that this nearer end was actually the more preferred one. So let's see what happens here. Good defending, great defending there, Maulana. A tweener played by him. Oh, and he can't finish off.
2-love.
Have a look at this. Fantastic reactions. Good work from Joaquin.
Service over. 1-2.
Well, the Stats will show overall Carnando Maulana, after winning the first game, they go on to win 63% of their matches. That dips quite significantly in the last 6 months to 50% of their matches. Just to kind of illustrate, things have not quite gone right for them. Gone well long. And there's Joaquin. Now he's getting a bit more vocal.
Raymond Indra
Seeing the slightly hesitant challenge from Indra.
Challenge
that's well out though.
One challenge remaining.
Conversely, I should tell you that Indra and Joaquin still very new to playing at this sort of level. Most of their tournaments have been Super 100s or below, but they have got an overall very good rate. Despite losing the first game, they win 75% of matches. In the last 6 months, that only dips to 71%. But again, I just want to preface that most of that is not really at this level. Certainly a bit more spring in their step in this second game, and they've opened up a 4-point lead here. I think maybe the conditions have changed somewhat with the drift now, perhaps on that further end. Important for Carnando Maulana to keep pace with their rivals, or at least stay in this sort of zone. Yeah, perfect height for him. There's our longest rally at 26 shots. Big difference between this and the previous match.
Service over. 7-3. Service over. 4-7.
Yeah, disappointing on the serve. I mean, a number of points directly won on serve, or lost on serve, I should say, more accurately. Good power from Joaquin.
Service over. 8-4.
So we have one pair in very good form overall, though they haven't had much experience at this particular level. That's one that Maulana was getting back with ease in the previous game, and it's the whole script has flipped, doesn't it? Indra and Joaquin now have the kind of lead that Carnando Maulana had in the previous game. We have another pair who's very experienced at this level, but has not had too much success recently.
10-4.
Well, the interval score at the previous game was 11-6. Indra and Joaquin Not going to
Service
quite
over.
beat that, but
5,
that was
10.
much needed for Carnando and Maulana. Just dances on the tape there and falls in favour of the pair in red.
Six, 10. Play on. Seven, 10. Return the shuttle.
Useful points here for Carnando and Maulana to narrow that lead to just 3 now. That's wide from Carnando. Indra and Joaquin go into the interval with a 4-point lead. A shake of the head there from Carnando. And Maulana, they do win, they do lead overall, having won that first game.
Twenty seconds. 20 seconds. Eleven, 7. Play.
Carnando Maulana looking to come out with that
11.
renewed vigour, perhaps. And that shot from Carnando right between the two. A little bit of uncertainty between them. And this
9,
is the closest
11.
they have been in a while, actually. Carnando and Maulana. Since they were trailing 2-4. That doesn't last long.
12, 9.
Yeah, hitting the net, certainly playing its part there.
Service over. 10, 12.
Far tighter second game than we had in the first. Having to change rackets, and Indra had left his partner all alone and exposed.
11, 12.
And this is certainly the closest now we have been since it was 2-1, a 1-point lead now. They might just sense their moment. It's been a very good period since the interval.
11, 12.
They've won 4 of the last 5 points. Carnando and Maulana to put them right back into this. Longest rally at 28 shots. That's how quick things have been overall. So it's the first time scores have been tied in this game. Carnando Maulana really building up a nice head of steam here. Remember, at one point they were 4-10 down. So 8 of the last 10 have gone their way.
13,
now 9
12.
out of 11. And they're in front as well now for the first time.
Okay.
Bit of a sinking feeling, I'm sure, somewhere in there for Indra and Joaquin. They've got to put that behind them. They had a very good 6-point lead and couldn't do anything with it.
Service over. 13-0.
They've ended that 4-point run. Two important points there for Indra and Joaquin.
14-13.
Because it's an all-Indonesia affair, you can hear the Indonesian fans just quietly applauding. They're not taking any favourites here. Of course, Carnando Maulana far better known than Indra and Joaquin. Been around a lot longer. It's 3 in a row
15-13.
for the youngsters. So they've wrestled back control of this for now, at least. It's amazing how the momentum can shift like that, and yeah, 4 in a row, 3 ahead. Good shot there from Indra. Well, they
Service over.
had to break that run there. Carnando does the job.
16. Fifteen, 16.
And they're getting pegged back again. Can they draw level one more time? It's a good shot there from Bagas Maulana. That's all his points. Brilliant work from Maulana.
16-0. Thank you. Reyes, back on court. Bell, take the new shuttle.
Well, last week, Indra and Joaquin beat 2 other senior partnerships, Alfian and Fikri and Gutama and Ispahani. Yesterday we saw how they beat Ardianto and Hidayat. They're not overawed by the seniors. Oh, that looks out,
Raymond
but did it
Indra
just clip the
challenges.
line? It's Indra again
Out.
who's challenging. It is out though.
Challenge unsuccessful. No challenges remaining. 17-16. Play.
Back in front here now. Carnando and Maulana. They had it for 1 point earlier at 13-12. It's a good finish from Carnando.
18-16.
Three points away from their first title since the Korea Open in 2024. Indra puts that away.
Service over. 17-18.
Just seemed a little hesitation a little earlier in that rally between Carnando and Maulana. Oops, he hammered that back, didn't he? Important there from Maulana at the net.
19-17.
Yeah, very, very good in the first game. Maulana, I think Carnando's come a bit more to the fore here in the second. And that sets up 3 championship points.
20, match point, 17.
For Carnando and Maulana. So it's a second ever title for this pairing. Look at what it means to Leo Rolly Carnando, who absolutely smashes his racket on the ground. He's going to get some kind of sanction for that, I'm sure, but right now he's not going to care. It's been a difficult 10 months or so for this pairing since their All England final.
Leo, don't do that. Okay.
There you go, a reprimand. He absolutely
by Leo Rolly Carnando
smashed it into the ground, but delight for them.
21,
and they needed
17.
it so badly. They were the favourites coming in. They've beaten the young upstarts who have, unfortunately for them, faltered at the second final in a week. Racket is gone. He's not going to care one iota. Big smiles, and they'll be hoping now that sets them on winning ways in other bigger tournaments. Just seemed to be a little bit of frustration, and he's now won this title twice here at the Thailand Masters. Leo Rolly Carnando, partnering this time with Bagas Maulana. The top seeds from Indonesia beat their compatriots and second seeds Raymond